To the Minister of Justice, what safeguards, if any, will he put in place to ensure that the government's proposed citizens' arrest changes won't, quote, lead to unreasonable use of force and unlawful detention, end quote, as is highlighted by the Ministry of Justice in the regulatory impact statement?
Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Nicole McKee.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Justice, any use of force that is beyond reasonable will expose people to potential civil or criminal liability. The public will need to exercise caution when effecting arrests, and police will use their discretion if they think someone has gone beyond the bounds of what is permitted by law. We are determined to give businesses and all New Zealanders more options to detain those stealing from them, because it's not right that people can just walk out of a supermarket with a trolley full of groceries and nothing can be done about it. We are doing something about it.
What is his justification for expanding powers of citizen arrest when his own officials warned it will enable the use of unreasonable force against tamariki without reducing offending or improving public safety?
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Justice, the justification is supporting retailers and small businesses to be able to get on with life without having people steal from them and no one being able to do anything about it.
What assessment, if any, has he made of the racial bias already present in public perception of suspicious behaviour, as confirmed by the Understanding Policing Delivery report, and how these new powers might embolden racial profiling and vigilantism against Māori and Pacifica?
Police report.
Mr. Speaker, again on behalf of...
Hang on. At least get one sentence out without people immediately beginning to barrack the Minister. Nicole McKee.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Justice, this is not about race, this is about crime. This is about crime in our communities where people are taking, are stealing, and others, those hard-working taxpayers of New Zealand, are left to hold an empty basket. This government does not mind what colour, creed or race a person is. It's about the crime that's being committed and sending a message that New Zealanders have had enough, and we're giving New Zealanders the tools to do something about it.
Supplementary question, the Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Has the Minister had any reports on how the proposed powers of citizens' arrests will impact serial electoral lawbreakers?
Pray tell.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Justice, the advice that the Minister will have received will have been about how we can support our communities to stop this crime from happening in the first place, and that is giving those tools to individuals, to retailers, to our communities, to be able to say, we have had enough of people taking trolleys of food and taking and stealing from the good, hard-working citizens of New Zealand.
Takuta Ferris.
Does he accept that this law could make it more dangerous, not safer, for Māori in public spaces, especially if it legitimises the use of the use of force by untrained, unaccountable individuals?
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Justice, I invite that member to actually go to the Beehive website and look at the press release. It talks about having to use reasonable force, which is defined in Section 39 of the Crimes Act. It's not about any force, it's about reasonable force.
The Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Is the Minister saying in her question one back, or answer one back, that common shoplifting is like serial electoral law breaking?
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Justice, it can very quickly become serial when people are allowed to get away with their crimes.
Supplementary.
Takuta Ferris.
Can he explain how a policy that doesn't reduce offending and increases risks of violence against tamariki, whānau and vulnerable communities meets any standard of responsible or effective lawmaking?
Mr. Speaker, I reject the presumption that this law is not going to have an effect. I think it's going to have an absolute great effect, especially for our businesses and our communities out there.
Mr. Speaker.
Sorry?
Supplementary, Mr. Speaker.
Oh, Cameron Luxon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. What benefits can the Minister foresee citizens' arrests will have for tradies who catch someone stealing their tools?
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Justice, the proposed citizen arrest changes mean that tradies will be able to detain anyone they catch committing a crime, such as stealing their tools, if they feel that it is safe to do so. Following the arrest, police must be called and their instructions must be followed. Tradies who are often self-employed and often targeted by thieves due to the equipment that they have, we think it's only right that tradies and New Zealanders have an extra tool to detain those that deliberately disrupt their livelihoods.
The Honourable Shane Jones.
Supplementary question. Has the Minister had any reports as to how the proposed citizen arrest changes might apply to vandals, economic saboteurs, defacing and scribbling graffiti over our fishing fleet on the ocean?
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Justice, this law that we will be introducing will allow any citizen who feels confident and safe to do so to be able to initiate a citizen's arrest, call police, take their advice, but I must say that it is not for people to have to do, but is something that they may do should they feel safe and confident to do so.